Maxspurt is an expert in real estate. When Texan want to sell, buy, invest, finance, and insure real estate, they give us a call, and you can too. Call us at 800-450-8090. I also encourage you to go on our website, maxspurt.com. Not only you will know more about our company, but you will find a lot of resources that can help you in your real estate buying process. As usual, I have Mr. Nick Mirza, Dallas DFW Real Estate Group owner, and as you know, he's expert. I always tell you that whenever I need to go through some complicated real estate deal, I always get to Mr. Mirza, and he always taught me a lot of technical real estate terms. Not only that, if you're watching us right now, then you notice that we have a special guest in our program. Usually me and Nick Bhai, we always do this program, but we are so fortunate today that, after almost 1 year of request, I have a very special guest. I'm going to ask Mr. Mirza to introduce her, but Nick Bhai, good morning.
Good morning, Roy Bhai, and good morning, special guest, and we will get to you soon. And thank you, everyone watching us and listening to us around the world. Thank you for being part of our show. You made this show very successful over a period of, I would say, Roy Bhai, 2 years, almost more than 2 years, little over 2 years, 2.5.
Ji.
So it's because of everyone out there watching and listening to us, their support, encouragement, and their criticism as well.
Oh, yes.
So, without any further ado, let me say this in Hindi, जिसके बगैर हम काम नहीं शुरू कर सकते. देखती आँखों, सुनते कानों, डैलस की ब्यूटीफुल फ़ज़ाओं से निक एंड रॉय जलवा अफरोज़ हैं और आपके लिए रियल एस्टेट की बात लेकर आए हैं.
Ji, Nick Bhai, thank you very much. Or as usual, as you know, this podcast that we do here, we do it in English. English is well-known language nowadays because a lot of our clients, they speak English. They mix their Hindi with English, so it becomes English. So we make it more convenient for our listener to understand a lot of our concepts in real estate. But Nick Bhai, aaj, as you know, we have a guest after, we had to request her like many times to be on our show.
We did, and we are honored, and I would say it's a blessing for us that she's here with us after, you said right, 1 year. We requested her back in 2021 to be on the show, but she's very busy, loan officers, loan originator, very professional and experienced lender in Metroplex. And allow me to introduce Miss Katie Banani. Did I pronounce that right?
I think so.
Okay. So she is very familiar face in the Metroplex when it comes to the mortgage, residential and commercial. And I will pass the mic on to her so she can introduce herself and say a few things in Persian. And she is very fluent in Persian as well.
That's a blessing. We are doing this show in English. Now we have to introduce another language. So our whole brokerage is becoming like a multilingual place. So if you're out there, if you want to talk to somebody who know Persian, here you go. We have somebody who can talk to you in Persia. So that's an asset. I don't know how many times I say that at Maxspurt, we have team members who can speak Hindi, who can speak English, who can speak Punjabi. We have Nick Bhai here. He also speaks Vietnamese. I was surprised to see this one time. We were talking to this client, and Nick Bhai suddenly talking in some language that I was not aware of. I thought he got possessed or something, but then later on he told me that, he was talking in Vietnamese. That's a blessing. But today we have somebody who also talk in Persian. So welcome, Katie. How are you?
Oh, thank you so very much. I just don't know what should I say after all that's nice word. these two gentlemen say it. So thank you for having me here. Thank you. It's my pleasure to work with these two experts. And always, I just love to spend the time with the expert, whoever has a knowledge, to helping people, especially for homeowners. So I'm just so glad that I'm here, and thank you for having me here.
No, thank you for your time, Katie. Thank you very much. And I mean, if you have to welcome our guest, any Persian who is watching us, I'm sure you're going to share our show also. So, I mean, how you can welcome them and also tell them about our brokerage. It's Maxspurteer. Tell them in Persian.
Okay, let's change the channel. سلام دوستان عزیزم. من حالا خودتون دیگه میدونید کسایی که فارسی حرف میزنن. کیدی هستم. نیک و روی بروکر هستند و ماستلی بیشتر کاریم از توی کامرشیال هستند و رزیدنتال انجام میدن. خیلی خوب دوست داشتن که من بیام، چند وقت سوال میکنم ولی خب به خاطر که بیزی بودم نشد. Anyway, that it's خیلی چیز خیلی خوبیه که با کسایی کار کنی که اکسپریانس داشته باشن و اینکه خود روی هم کار لندینگ و بروکرن، لندینگ رو انجام میدن، هم برای ریال استیت، برای کسایی که خونه میخوان بخرن. نیک همینطور کار ریال استیت ایجنت فور دی کامرشیال رو انجام میدن. و اینکه من خیلی خوشحالم که در کنارشون هستن، خیلی من لطف کردن. اگر سوالی چیز داشته باشین این فیوچر، اگر که you cannot talk like the فارس انگلیسی صحبت کنید، میتونید فارسی صحبت کنید. I can help you and I can translate for them.
No, that's great, because for a second, Nick bhai, I was thinking that I was traveling Emirates. And they were welcoming everybody. Really, I always kind of like get very interested in new language, right? I mean, when you listen to those words, right? You can listen to salam in Urdu also, and in Hindi. I mean, we use that word, but when you see that kind of arrangement in every language, you understand.
No, that's very true. I mean, sitting here with Katie and listening to Persian language. Persian language is a very old language, thousands of years old. And in fact, the Urdu language, and even some of the word from Hindi, because Urdu language is a combination of 7 languages, includes Persian and Turkish and of course Sanskrit and other languages. It was created by Mughal Shah Akbar. He created the Urdu. So and they came from Persia. So there's a lot of Persian in Urdu. But today, sitting here in our show, listening to Katie Banani in Persia, so beautiful.
It's great to have her here. Again, before we move forward, today, friends, we will be talking about mortgage. That's the first initial basic step for real estate deal. I mean, anytime if you ever, had us, your representative in any of the real estate deal, we always talk about mortgage. We want to know your mortgage numbers. We want you to budget it well, and we always want to have that, correct idea of mortgage. So, as we mentioned, Katie, she was an underwriter, not just originating a loan, but she was at on the other side of the loan where, if when I always tell you I'm waiting on underwriter to, take their decision on the pending documents. So she was there. She know how to pick up the deal, how to decide if any client can get a loan. So we will talk about it. But before that, let me give a little bit of a market idea. So the last week, if we see the mortgage rate, as you know, in 2022, mortgage rate were on the high. And, I think this is probably the first time where back in February of 2022, rates were somewhere between 3 and 3.5%. And suddenly, like in June and July, it was going up. And right now it's about 6.54%. So the week last week of 2022 rates were for 30-year, it was 6.54%. For 15-year, it was 5.87%. Then for jumbo loan, it was 5.70%. And then 5-1 arm was 6.20%. So now for FHA, even for government programs, Nick Bhai, the rate were close to 6.15%. And then for 30-year VA loan was 6.20%. I mean, FHA was very kind of like a primary, or I must say one of the to-go product for first-time home buyer. But the rates are above 6% now.
देखिए पिछले 30 साल की आप DFW की हिस्ट्री अगर उठा के देखें
जी,
तो जब मार्केट हाई होती है, सेलर्स मार्केट होती है, इंटरेस्ट रेट हमेशा
जी
चीप होता है
जी,
और जब बायर्स मार्केट आती है तो इंटरेस्ट रेट हमेशा हाई रहता है
जी
राइट नाउ हम जो है वी गोइंग थ्रू सम अनफॉर्चुनेट टाइमिंग
जी,
उसमें थोड़ा सा रिसेशन का भी फैक्टर है
जी
उसकी वजह से जो टू कंट्रोल द इन्फ्लेशन फेड्स को जो है वो इंटरेस्ट रेट रखना पड़ रहा है
जी,
लेकिन जैसे हम पहले भी शो में बात कर चुके हैं कि नॉट टू वरी अबाउट द इंटरेस्ट रेट फोक्स दैट शुड बी योर लास्ट कंसर्न
जी,
right now the best time to acquire and buy any type of property that you can. Interest rate can be changed over a period of time. You can refinance the property, like say in 6 months, maybe a year, or maybe less. But the price we have today for the properties will not be the same in 6 months. What's your opinion about it?
So you say whatever I wanted to say. Actually, it's true. So per like the 2008, we had a very bad situation for the mortgage. So all the rate we never had like rate 3 or 2 since 2008 up to 2019. After the COVID happened and all the situation for like government changing a president, all kind of the things, put the hands together and get this breakdown to like 199% for the rate at 2019 and 2021 by like maybe 8 months ago. Then it's get back up. So that's a problem. Most of the client, they thinking they're gonna get the rate as it was before. But I just don't want to talk negative. But listen, this maybe has something happened. We cannot say it's not gonna happen. It's happened. We saw that. But don't wait because rate is coming for 2 or 3. So Mr. Nick said very good, and as an expert, that's a very good. I love that because what I say, go right now. It's a buyer time. It's not anymore seller time. So that time I had a borrower last year, like 8 months ago. They put 90,000, 100,000 over the price. They purchased because the rate was like 2.5, 2.3. Right now the price is down. She using 100,000 that time, and her house is also dropped. So don't think because for 0.5% or 1%, how much is gonna cost every month? Maybe $200. So how much you need to put all this together in the year so you can cover $100,000 you purchase over.
That's true.
So this is my recommendation. Go find the experts. That is important. Who you are working with. Like, I'm not saying because I work with these 2 people. I work with them. I love working with them. I know they are expert. Just trust whoever you trust to. Close your eyes, give a hand, let them walk through this amazing time. Right now, it's a buyer time.
Just let me add one more thing. She said, work with an expert. Folks, you don't have to go anywhere. When it comes to expert, we are the expert in real estate when it comes to Maxspurt.
No, there's another thing because Katie was talking about her point of view on the market right now, and I was taking notes for my next marketing flyer because she said don't wait for a rate, and I added to it that focus on buying opportunity right now, right? So this is well said, Katie, that right now a lot of our kind of like assumption or our client assumption is let's wait for another 6 months. And they were hoping two things to happen. One, property rate probably gonna go down by maybe $500,000 or something, I guess. And the second thing that they were focusing is about the rates. And they're expecting that rate will go down to 2% right away. I mean, probably it's gonna happen as Katie said, but then right now, just focus on buying opportunities. See around you, you have a lot of opportunity, lot of real estate, lot of desperate seller. I mean, if you're in the market, if you're serious to buy a property, Nick Bhai, if you want to share about the client who don't even putting any amount down towards the property, and he still end up gonna buy that property.
Yes, I mean, that's amazing. We have programs available, and you'll be surprised. This client is a first-time home buyer. He's buying a home in Collin County. A single penny, folks, zero, nada, nothing out of his pocket. Lender is helping him with the closing cost, and the buyer is helping him.
Seller is helping.
I'm sorry, seller. Seller is helping him
with the closing cost
and down payment.
Down payment, yes.
So he is not paying anything out of pocket. Even his down payment and inspection covered by that cost.
Yep.
So this is the best time to buy the property. If you don't buy it, like we said in the last show, there are players in the field who are playing very actively, aggressively for this property and buying in. If you stay on the sideline and wait for the rates to go down or the property values to go down, you will always be sitting and watching them from the sideline.
Ji, bilkul, Nick bhai, one thing that I want to bring out here, like in Dallas County right now, since we are talking about market prices going down, back in 2022 January, folks, the median sale price in Dallas County was $315,000. And there was a time when that median sale price went up to $395,000 somewhere in May. And then right now it's coming back to $350,000. So a lot of time what happened is when you see that happening, you'll probably be thinking...
Roy Bhaiya, could you repeat that again?
So back in
January, it was
$315,000.
And what's today? 350, 350?
350.
So it's going up?
No, it's going up. But then, in fact, back in May of 2022, it went to $395,000. So the point that I was trying to make is it's very important to focus on the market. Back in May, folks, the way market was kind of like transitioning into different zone, it was the time when rates were still very good, but then it was going up because after May, June, it went up to 5% and then it went up to 6%, and then you see that dip in there. But that does not mean that the prices are going down. Market was already very high. It was already very high. It's supposed to be where it is right now. It's supposed to be a gradual organic gain in the market. But because market was very high, there was a lot of buyer in the market. There was rate of interest was almost 3-4%. In fact, I think back in May also, it was very kind of like, decent rate of interest. And now it's 350. So don't wait for this price to go further down because it's not going to happen because of the cost of new houses right now.
Exactly. फिर दूसरे ये कि जब आप डेटा देखते हैं, national data, that's an overall national data है based on whole 50 states.
Right.
उसके अंदर जो है अगर आप प्लग करें डैलस को, नॉर्थ टेक्सास की मार्केट है, इवन ऑस्टिन, ये मार्केट जो है ना, ये आप समझ लीजिए कि आपका रिसेशन प्रूफ मार्केट्स हैं. इनको 2010, 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 सस्टेन किया था और अभी भी है. अभी भी अगर आप रिपोर्ट्स उठा के देखें, रिसर्च जो आई है उसके हिसाब से अगर आप देखें, डैलस फोर्ट वर्थ मार्केट जो है रेजिडेंशियल एंड कमर्शियल बोल वन ऑफ द टॉप एंड मोस्ट डिमांडिंग मार्केट इन द नेशन.
दैट्स ट्रू.
उसमें कमर्शियल में कितनी प्रॉपर्टी जो हमने अभी पिछले दिनों काफ़ी डील्स की हैं, ख़ास तौर से जो एब्सोल्यूट ट्रिपल नेट की प्रॉपर्टीज़ हैं, दे आर गोइंग लाइक हॉट केक्स. और अगर मार्केट इसी तरह से, और what's the interest rate on commercial properties?
For the other one that we do,
Just an average.
it depends. So we can go from 7 to 825, 875, but it depends the borrower credit. What's the credit score? What's the financial? But yeah, we have right now 7 to 8.
So anywhere from 7 to 8.75. और अभी भी लोग बाय कर रहे हैं, वो पीछे नहीं हट रहे हैं. कमर्शियल में, रेजिडेंशियल में भी एक्टिव प्लेयर्स हैं जो खरीद रहे हैं, लेकिन जो लोग जैसे भी कहा बैठे हुए हैं, अगर डैलस फोर्ट वर्थ की मार्केट आप देखें, दैट्स वन ऑफ द बेस्ट मार्केट. यहाँ पे आपको वेट करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. और जैसे कि अभी रॉय भाई ने कहा है, डैलस फोर्ट वर्थ में अगर प्राइजेस नीचे आई हैं तो वो प्राइजेस कम नहीं हुई है घरों की, वो करेक्शन हुई है. इस वजह से कि यहाँ पे जो एवरेज अप्रिसिएशन वैल्यू है दैट्स बिटवीन 5% to 13% है. ड्यूरिंग कोविड टाइम इसकी अप्रिसिएशन वैल्यू गॉन अप टू 37 to 54%. और अगर उसी हिसाब से चलती रहती तो डैलस भी कैलिफोर्निया और न्यूयॉर्क बन जाता. लोग अफोर्डेबिलिटी जो थी खत्म हो जाती, नहीं कर सकते थे. सो अब जो इतनी प्राइस ऊपर गई थी वो वापस ऐसे ऐसे नीचे आ रही है.
And I think this is a very good kind of a trend right now in the market that prices are correcting organically. Obviously, there is a pressure from the mortgage market where the rates are very high, but rates property prices are coming to the affordability I think level. So I think as Katie said, don't wait for rate to go down. Go talk to the expert, and as you know, Maxspurt is an expert in real estate. Make sure you give us a call, 800-450-8090. And again, you can text on this number, you can call us. But one of the things that we always encourage, if you're ready to feed us, if you want to take us to lunch, if you want to take us to dinner, make sure set up an appointment. I mean, our charges are free. We don't charge for first 45 minutes. But yeah, I mean, we love to meet you in person. We love to discuss about your real estate goals. So make sure, give us a call and set up your appointment. Well, Katie, I want to talk to you about mortgage itself. Since you were, you're still a loan officer. You work with a lot of commercial and residential loan. What do you think is the right process? First of all, where should if I have to prepare any first-time home buyer right now for the mortgage, where should they start? What should be their mindset? One thing. And what is the most common mistake you see all the time when you're looking at the document, when you're looking at the application, or even when you're underwriting any loan? What do you think? If you can put that in, I know it's a long question, but if you try to put that in next 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think so. Roy take all the questions during the last year and have it all right now. Okay, so that's a very good question for our first buyer. The first thing, that is very sweet processing. If you work with the experts, the first thing that people, when they go into getting a mortgage, they thinking they are going buying a clothes.
Mm-hmm.
They are going window shopping.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm serious. Don't go for window shopping. Don't go for mortgage shopping. That's always I said. Mortgage shopping is not good.
Mm-hmm.
Trust to expert who knows, referral, see who gonna refer you the best person, the best service, because mortgage, it's so important in your life.
Mm-hmm.
So how the process goes? These gentlemen, they cannot find you house until you don't have a letter from loan officer or having conditional approval from the underwriter. So what we doing? You are going to talk to your agent. You saying what you're looking for. You're coming to meet the expert lender, talk to them, and then lender is gonna ask you the initial document. If you wanna have it, put the offer, the house that you like it. So you give them W-2s. If they are working as a self-employee, they give the 1099 tax return, 2 months recent month bank statement, a copy of social, and copy of driver license. That's all. And also, whoever is not living in United States, that is a new program we have, is not living in the United States and they don't have a visa and they are welcoming to purchasing a house here. We can get the loan. They can find it in is a commercial or whatever. So then after you submit the document to your loan officer is gonna review it all. Then after run the credit, there is the big mistake. All the master home buyer, they doing it, and they say, we didn't know we are a first home buyer. They go for window shopping, mortgage shopping. Every lender, they running their credit. Each person run their credit. It's gonna point down, so which is gonna hurt you. Score is getting down. So what's gonna happen when you come into the right person to get the loan and ask for the rate? I look at it, I see your score already hurt. Make sure don't do for the mortgage shopping. After we run a credit, we see how you have, like, hopefully you don't have a lot of collection or late payment. Everything is, it's okay. We're not saying perfect. It's okay. We can work on it. So then I give you the letter, which is a pre-approval. Then you are going to the expert agent, is a Maxspurteer. They're gonna find the right, if you're looking for residential as a first home buyer or commercial, you get the contract. Then ball is their court.
No, thank you very much, Katie. So, folks, you can find a list of documents on our website. Also, if you go on maxspurteer.com, in finance section, in a drop-down menu, you will find list of documents, that the basic document that you need. Again, you will hear a lot more from Katie whenever you're bringing your loan to Maxspurteer, because she's the expert in mortgage, and she will probably be following up with you back and forth on the documents. But you can get the basic documents. If you're a self-employed, you have a different set of document that is required. If you're a W-2 employee, you have a different set of document that is required. But all that list you can find on our website. That being said, as Katie mentioned, that a lot of time we tend to, because when we start looking into buying a house process, then we start talking to our friends and families, and just to get their view on how to go for the process. But I think you heard that many times from me and Nick Bhai, that every time when you decide to get into a real estate marketplace to buy your first home, second home, investment home, commercial property, residential property, make sure the first thing that you should do is get a reference for a best realtor in the market, because realtor is a hub for all the expert. If you have a great realtor, best realtor, expert realtor, he or she can connect you with the right mortgage professional. They can connect you with the right inspection professional. So make sure when you get into a market, as Katie said, I mean, we've been telling for last 2 years now, but there's another expert on our show today. She also mentioned the same thing. So I think now we have a seal of authenticity that yes, we...
Well, coming out of 3 experts, or should I say that coming out of the horse's mouth.
Ji.
So that's seal the deal.
Ji.
So not to, the other thing she just mentioned earlier, कि program है foreign के लिए. अगर आप किसी भी मुल्क में रहते हैं और आपके पास वीज़ा भी नहीं है, और इवन दो आप यहाँ पर नहीं भी हैं इस कंट्री में, और आपको यहाँ पर कोई प्रॉपर्टी खरीदनी है, व्हाट्स द डाउन पेमेंट रिक्वायर्ड फॉर फॉरेन इन्वेस्टर? 30% with no visa?
No, maybe we could get for 25%.
25. So कोई भी प्रॉपर्टी आपको खरीदनी है, 25 to 30% डाउन पेमेंट उसके लिए आपके पास रख के, हमारे पास लेंडर्स हैं, वे हम आपको क्वालिफाई कर पे उसको लोन दिला सकते हैं. तो एक आपकी अच्छी पैसिव इनकम और एक प्रॉपर्टी, बेशक आप दुनिया के किसी भी मुल्क में रह रहे हो, आपका एक घर अमेरिका में तैयार है.
जी. I mean, that's a beautiful thing, because since the lot of time, folks, what we do is we think about mortgage market as if they are against you. But what I always see as a real estate professional, that anytime when there is a pressure from a government, I mean, right now, government is, after COVID, government is trying to get back with their growth rate, they want to keep the inflation down. So when government is in that mode of organizing everything, then obviously it comes down to mortgage industry because that's where they make all their money. But I see whenever mortgage rates are going up, I see lender always come up with so many of innovative ideas to lend money because they are in business of lending money. They are in business of making money, and they cannot let their investor feel like they are not making money just because government have different idea of managing things right now. So make sure talk to the expert. I mean, if you have money sitting somewhere under your mattress, in your account, with your friend, get that money right now, transfer it to your bank account, and give us a call.
Let me add one thing. In fact, yesterday we were talking to this good friend of mine.
Yeah.
How much money he has lost.
Mm-hmm.
And we gave him advice 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
3 years ago, invest that money in real estate.
Here in US.
In US. He regretted it yesterday. Said, wish I could have listened to you and invested the whole money here. But folks, it's never too late. It's never too late. If you have any type of money, an additional money beside your expenses sitting in your bank account, under your mattress, in your closet, in your coat pocket, anywhere, give us a call. We can show you how to make passive income out of that money and make your money 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Folks, real estate, the sky is the limit. Am I right?
Of course, you're right.
I'm always right.
Nick is always right.
I don't know about that.
No, before I conclude this program, folks, it's again, from all of us here at Maxspurt, we want to wish you a very happy new year. That's one thing. But don't let this year go by just like, year before without getting into real estate. It's very important. Talk to us, give us a call, let us help you out. Maybe you have to wait for another 1 month, 2 months. We'll help you to build your credit. We will talk about that in our program later, in our upcoming programs, because credit is another thing that we need to work right from the beginning. I think any time, Katie, anybody want to get into a buying process, I think they should start thinking about mortgage probably like about 2 or 3 months ago before they get into the market, right? I mean, they have to figure out what their credit is.
So like I said, when you want to get married, you not open your eyes and get up and just go getting married.
Yeah.
Do you?
Well, I did.
Okay. You did?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. So at least you should have dress up and you should wash your face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That at least you should do that. So, however, was joking. But yes. So you are welcome to give the expert call and ask them to review your document.
Yeah.
What you are looking for. We need to know what are you looking for. If you're looking for something, we know what's your goal. We make the plan to make your dream come true. So yes, bank statement, the money needs to stay 2 months, as you know, in the bank. So we are, as an underwriter or loan officer, not going to ask you where this money came from. As long as 2 months sitting in the bank, we don't ask you anything.
The closing, you want to say something in Persian to the people, how to get connected with us?
Yes, so I said change the channel again. Okay, so اگر که سوالی چیزی داشتین، طبقی که همیشه من توی ویدیو ها میگم، خیلی خوبه که شما با اکسپرت کار کنید، بدونید کی کارشو بلده، کی پروفشنال هستش. این خیلی مهمه. خیلی مطمئن باشید با یک کسی کار میکنید. خیلی متاسفانه ما انسان ها اخلاقی داریم که ببینیم که چه مثلا چی فلانی چی گفت، اگر اون خوبه برم پیشش. برین ترای کنید، شانس بدین، ببینین که چجوری میتونید بهترین راهی که میخواین انتخاب کنید به اون هدفتون برسید. اگر سوالی داشتید نیک روی من حالا خیلی سرگیرم نمیتونم خیلی باشون بیام ویدیوها رو بذارم ولی حد امکان سعی میکنم کمکتون کنم سوالی باشید ایمیلاشون رو من نمیدونم دقیق اینجا اسپلشون رو so can I have like the direct number if they have any
Yes, they can call us at 800.
handwriting it's so bad sir what's handwriting 800 okay so their phone number has 800-450 به من به فارسی خیلی کار سختی 890 بذارین درست بگم 800-450-8090 تلفنشونه تلفن منم که همتون دارین 214-903-9770 so you can call them or you can call me or we just try to help you میخوایم کمکتون کنیم اون نیازتون انجام بدین you're not any obligated as a loan officer the agent you're not obligated with stay with us we give the best service you are not gonna leave us that's how we work
Thank you very much, Katie. So please listen to Katie, whatever she said.
thank you
See, again, going back to one common request that we've been making for a very, very long time, find expert for everything. निक भाई हमेशा मेंशन करते हैं कि अगर आप लीगल बैटल में हैं, you're not gonna go to your friend and talk about your legal matters. अगर आप बीमार हैं, if you're sick, then you're not gonna go and talk to your friend and look for the treatment. You're always gonna go and find a doctor. Maybe that particular doctor is not good for you. You can find another doctor, but at least you're going to the doctor. But for some reason, Nick bhai, in real estate market, I tend to see that everybody is expert, Google expert, right?
I mean, we call them Google expert because वो जो information वहाँ से gather करते हैं, collect करते हैं ना, Google में क्या reviews पढ़ते हैं लोग, reviews क्या होते हैं is a personal opinion of one person, ठीक है. अब अगर एक person के साथ कोई काम गलत हो गया है for some reason whatsoever, अब वो समझते हैं कि वो this is what it is real estate about. So हम हमेशा से कहते हैं कि when it comes to the real estate, that's a huge investment. That's the biggest investment you ever make in your lifetime. So make sure you always consult with an expert in real estate, not with your friend, not with your neighbor, not with your relative, not your in-laws, because if someone bought 3, 4, 5 homes, even I would say 30 homes and 40 homes, that does not alone make that person an expert in real estate. Folks, we take classes, okay? We go to the seminars, we go to the conventions, we learn from our mentors, and that's how we become expert. So please do talk to an expert when it comes to buying a property. We are here to help you invest your money, whatever you have, into passive income to generate more cash flow for you, and in return you not only getting the positive cash flow, the appreciation value along with that will help you to improve your bottom line.
That's true, Nick bhai. So again, we try to keep our show between 35 to 40 minutes. We are already a little over of our scheduled time. But before I go, just want to share with you that right now we have one complete property that's in Parker, Texas. Listing price around $2.15 million. It's ready. It's brand new. So you can always give us a call and we can give you more detail. Our three project brand new properties coming up in Heath and in Sunnyvale. So please do give us a call if you want more information on those properties. All our under construction property will be ready by summer. So even right now, if you want to do some customization to the property, you can always give us a call. Again, thank you very much for watching us, listening to us many times. We try to make this show little on lighter mode, but then focus on the information. We try to bring the basic but very important information in any on every show. The way we plan it, just to give you, since it's the first program of this year, just want to tell you we want to do about 44 episodes. So we try to bring all the real estate knowledge that is required for any buyer or a seller to get into a real estate marketplace. So we want to divide it into 44 topics. But you are welcome to send us a message. You are welcome to give us a call. Let us know what you want us to discuss on our show. Is there anything that you want us to tell you about? Again, 800-450-8090 is our number. You can visit our website, maxspurteer.com.
You want to say something, Katie?
Yes, I just want to make sure, give the number if you have any question regarding for the commercial. You have a business, you started a business, you just looking for like doing some investment. So I am not like real estate agent. I'm not expert at the real estate agent, but I have my partner here. They are expert. You are welcome to call me and I can give them information. Roy Maxon is 800-450-8090. روی میتونه کمکتون بکنه اگر کمکی داشتین برای بیزینستون، برای کامرشیال. Mr. Nick Mirza, that's another expert, is my partner. We close many loans together, the transaction working together. His number is 214-454-1991. اگر سوالی داشتین again برای بیزینستون، جایی که بخواین بخرین یا اینوستی بکنین، خیلی خوبه، ادوایز خیلی خوبی میتونه بهتون بده. همه اینا without any charge. It's just a free. It's just a service. And at the end is my phone number 214-903-9770. And thank you for having me here, and I appreciate you. And Happy New Year.
Thank you, Katie. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. And
thank you very much.
Happy New Year all. Take care.
Thank you.